by going back in time from a wonderful quotation, which is so very true on higher education, that we put the perspectives in a proper way. It was Dr. Rajendra Prasad who once said so beautifully, you cannot divorce higher education from the pursuit of higher status and materialism. The fact of the matter is, worldwide, people pursue higher education, besides gaining on scholarship, is to improve upon their economic and social position. It is in that context, when we look at the issues like employability, I think there is a question, not only of what is being taught or they are nurtured with, but also on the very purpose of higher education. Where is it crumbling? Yet, I think it is quite ironical that we have virtually every mode and every structure of institution in higher education in India. And today, I think every day, this is one area which gets a good amount of clippings in the press coverage. You name it, you have central universities, and you have deemed universities, and you have private universities, and you have state universities, and sure, then you have created technical universities to give more affiliation. We are also talking day in, day out of setting up many, many more IITs and IIMs and universities, and the world-class universities, and so on and so forth. I think we still find we are a lot more into making platitudes and pronouncements. Action does take place, often delayed, often piecemeal. The result, we are never able to achieve what we ever intended to achieve. Points for all of us to work on, and that's where I look forward to my very, very wise and experienced panel to enlighten all of us. How come, on the one hand, you have the extremes of IITs and the IIMs, great Nobel laureates and scientists and patents, to be done by Indians, whether settled in some other country or continuing to struggle over here. And on the other hand, we find of whatever universities we have, whatever centers of higher learning we have, we find three things patently missing. And I think the rampant copying which is taking place, whether it is publishing papers by faculty, whether it is examinations by the students, and consequently, what all is happening on, I hope, is no secret to anybody. Why is this happening? Number two, I think we absolutely have no accountability. Has this subject ever been accountable? Is there an accountability? And last but not the least, has there been an autonomy? Consequently, what we have, you have curricula, which is not relevant. You have teaching pedagogy, which is outdated. You have learning outcomes for which nobody has the responsibility. And yet we say, we as a country must improve GER, open up more universities, work on the access, very good. Bring in inclusivity, fantastic. Be equal and transparent, I think very noble things. Do we have the mechanism in place? If not, what could be the way out? I think I'd like to stop over here and only say one thing. India has had a great heritage where Indian teacher, call it professor, call it teacher, call it scientist, had a great name in terms of a significant, valuable contribution to be made in the value chain. The value chain of knowledge creation, dissemination. Research today is the biggest missing link. We look into the reasons for that and what could we do on to this. And as a result, a proposition which I'm going to propose to all of you, we as members of faculty are becoming the weakest link in the value chain. Knowledge no more is the repository of a teacher, which was in yesterday's world. Student didn't have access to what I had my notes on, what I had my studies on, and hence I could survive.